Hey guys, welcome to this episode of Unfiltered Beer Reviews, and we have a beer from Citra, Wisconsin. This beer was given to me by my girlfriend's grandma, Mickey. Shout out. She made the trip up there to see some family, and she brought this back. This is from the Fermentorium. This is part of the Hop Wheel series, and this is the Citra Summer. This is a dry hopped American wheat ale. And just looking at the label, it looks like it's all just hand bottled, hand labeled.
Yeah.
I mean, it's got the date, the batch number, everything wrote on here.
This bottle and this label look very super premium. It's got a light texture on the label. It looks like this one was bottled on 7/30 of this year. And it says lot number 13. Not exactly sure what that means, but this one's coming in at 30 IBUs, 5.6 ABVs.
It's pretty low for a dry hop. And 7:30 you said? Yeah. And today's the 14th of September, so it's not old, but it's not new.
Well, being a wheat beer, hopefully it won't matter too much. But
wheat ale.
The Fermentorium. I wonder if that's kind of like the Funkatorium from Wicked Weed, where they just craft weird stuff.
There's a good possibility. You know, she told me she had this one, and she's not a craft beer drinker by any means, but she said this one was fantastic. So, taking her word, we're going to go buy it being fantastic.
Are you ready to pop it open?
Sure.
It's a nice copper color. When we poured it out, it was very carbonated.
Looks semi-hazy. It's not really too transparent.
I didn't get much of a head on mine, but I poured fairly lightly.
I got a small head. A good, nice... It's not clean, but it's a soapy one.
Yeah, it looks really soapy.
Not bad. Holding all that aroma in there. Well, let's go ahead and get a nose on it. So you could tell that it is a dry hopped beer for sure. I mean, the hop presence is there. It's very green smelling.
Mm-hmm. Green, citrusy, smells like some orange peel.
I'm going to go ahead and say the green is from the wheat, possibly. But
it smells nice.
Yeah, it's a very fresh smelling beer.
Mm.
I can dig that. That's pretty good.
Do you think that a more carbonated beer would give off more of an aroma than a less carbonated from the bubbles coming up and whatnot?
It could, but I would say that if you have a more carbonated beer, it's going to create a bigger head and trap in a lot of those aromas.
All right, well, let's go ahead and take a sip of this juice.
Cheers.
Cheers. Right off the bat, I'm getting a lot of that carbonation. It's got kind of a wild flavor. Getting kind of like a roasted-y, malty flavor to it.
I don't get the roasted or malty. I still pick up the grass flavoring, the greeny flavor. I'm not really picking up the dry hop on there. I'm going to assume the dry hopping is for the aroma, but it's a very crisp, clean beer.
Yeah, it is. I'm getting a lot. It's kind of like a mild toffee type flavor. I'm not picking up a lot of hop presence. It's mostly just the carbonation and a wheatish beer.
And 5.6, I mean, that's kind of high, I guess, for a wheat ale. I don't really know. But it's still it's a good mellow beer.
Yeah,
I like
it's
it.
very drinkable. It's refreshing.
Yeah, I mean, I can see, maybe coming from her drinking Blue Moons, this is similar to it in a way.
Oh, this is so much better than a Blue Moon.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's better, but, going from a Blue Moon to something like this, I can kind of see why she would like that. It's a good beer. It's not my style of beer that I would normally drink, but summer beer, hey, go for it.
Mm-hmm. If I had a wheat beer lineup and there were several like Blue Moon and this was an option, I would pick this over the Blue Moon.
Oh, yeah, most definitely.
All right, guys, well, we're going to try something a little different on our rating system. We're going to do a hop rating. So we're going to have 1 being the lowest and 5 being the highest rating. In that case, what would you say your rating in hops on this beer would be?
I'm going to go ahead and give this one 3.5. It's a good, clean beer. It's crisp. It's mellow. Good summer beer. I mean, I don't know what else you could ask for. It's not my cup of tea on style, but it's a good beer.
I would agree with you on that. I'm going to just give it a solid 3 hops. I thought it was pretty good. It was probably one of the better wheat beers that I've had just because it changes it up a bit with the hop additives. So 3.5 and 3 hops.
Yeah, not a bad review. You know, I'd like to get some more stuff from them. You know,
this series is pretty cool. I've never seen a label quite like that with that texture on it. It looks really premium.
Yeah, and I really like how they keep the old, I guess, homebrew type thing. You know, most people know that cap.
Yeah.
Of course, different colors, but that's that homebrew cap that lets you know it's that homebrew feel, and that's cool. I like that.
Yeah. Well, hopefully we can get some more from these guys, and if we do, we'll definitely let you guys know what we think about it.
Yeah, that'd be pretty good. But I guess on another note, you guys, if you're a, I guess, watcher of the beer reviews, you guys know Greg's beer reviews. He had an operation, I guess, some type of accident, not too sure on the details, but he needs our help so he can continue to review beers. He's had to, I guess, kind of rid himself of his business, sell off everything so he can make money. I'm going to throw the GoFundMe up here and in the description down below if you guys want to help out. You know, I'm sure he'll really appreciate that. You know, anything to help support a fellow beer reviewer.
Yeah.
You know, Greg is one of the OGs, so he needs the help.
Well, that's about it for this episode of Unfiltered Beer Review. Until next time, stay frosty.
And drink good beer. Bye.